Hey everyone, Ryan here, and today I've got an update for you on the LEGO Star Wars sets that are supposed to be coming out on June 1st of 2024, plus pictures of another set coming out later in the year. But first off, in yesterday's video about these sets, I specifically said that the release date in North America would not be until August 1st. It turns out that information it's been out there for the last couple weeks, hadn't talked about it, and I waited until the pictures came out to talk about it, and sure enough, turns out that information was wrong, which is fantastic. So there will be release date parity across different regions here like we normally see. There are times though where LEGO has done different release dates. Harry Potter commonly has this, which is really unfortunate, but Star Wars seems to have escaped it here. People commonly ask if sets like this will be available for pre-order, but that is not the case here. They're just coming soon on June 1st. Now, before we go through those four sets again, look at those box arts, look at those high quality images. I want to talk about the one set that they revealed that we did not see in yesterday's video, and that is the Advent Calendar. $45 with 368 pieces, and for me in this set, the minifigs are decent. I think it's a fine selection, but it does make me really miss the Santa figures. As much as I like Leia and Luke's Christmas sweaters, the vibe just isn't the same as the Santa figures of old. But what is really cool in this set compared to the figures to me are the builds. I actually think for the first time in a long time, I'm much more excited about the builds in an Advent Calendar than the minifigs. Even though I don't even display these or really do anything with them after I build them for my review, they look really good. And there is one in particular here in the mini kit that a lot of people are really liking, myself included. It's just really cool to finally have an official LEGO Star Wars mini kit that you can get in a set. There's also a Venator in here, a U-Wing, Vader's Castle, Jabba's Sail Barge, maybe a hint at the UCS set. Obviously not everything in here otherwise is a hint or really matching with something else that they're releasing. They've got Palpatine's shuttle, they've got the Crimson Firehawk, and then there are a couple of other notable builds to me in the X-Wing and TIE Fighter. Both of these feel like throwbacks, or certainly are throwbacks to original LEGO Star Wars sets. The X-Wing from 1999 here in the gray color instead of the white color that they've been doing for the past, I guess, nearly two or literally 2 decades now. And so that one is definitely a throwback to that original one. And then the TIE Fighter has the blue wings instead of the gray that they've been doing for, again, about the last, 15 years. So I think that's really cool that you've got a couple of throwback builds in there, the mini kit, like it just is good vibes out of this Advent Calendar. I'm actually genuinely surprised that one of the days is not that printed 25th anniversary brick. But moving on, we'll go cheapest to most expensive on the June 1st sets. We have Captain Rex's Y-Wing. The box art, I believe, is from the Bad Batch, so this technically is a Bad Batch set, I guess. It depends on how you want to look at it, but it's Captain Rex's Y-Wing. It's got the Captain Rex that is exactly the same from the UCS Venator, head underneath the helmet and all. It's exactly the same. LEGO in the instructions of the Venator said it was exclusive. Obviously, that has not turned out to be the case. I just wish LEGO didn't make it muddy, like either make it exclusive or don't say it's exclusive and possibly entice people to buy a thing. It just feels wrong. It feels slimy. Moving on, though, we have the Luke's X-Wing mech. I think the box art for this turned out really awesome. It's got Luke flying out from Dagobah there, and on the back of the box it shows the X-Wing mech literally landed on Dagobah. Now, it's notable that the Luke in this one is not the same as the Luke from the UCS X-Wing. I don't know why, don't quite understand it. I'll talk more about it in my review, I suppose, but you would think that they would have brought the highest quality Luke down to the cheapest set for everyone here too, but that's just not the case. It's really unfortunate. It should be in this set for sure, but the Luke mech looks really good. I talked about it in yesterday's video, but it's a really good mech. I think this is my favorite mech. I kind of had the question posed to me. It's like, would you rather have another X-Wing microfighter? And I'm like, I suppose not. I suppose I could live without another X-Wing microfighter, and so having something unique in the X-Wing mech is cool, but I guess we'll dive deeper in that on the review as well. Now, the Ambush on Mandalore Battle Pack is $20. It's got a Mandalorian Night Owl, a Mandalorian Warrior, and 2 Imperial Commandos. These look amazing. Like, this is a great battle pack. The new helmets on the Commandos are so sick. Literally perfect helmets. Can't say that about everything, but man, these are nice. I noted yesterday that the build for this looks like it has clips on the end where you can clip it together with other battle pack builds. They don't show that at all, but what they do show on the other set, it's the $40 Paz Vizsla and Moff Gideon battle, aka Mandalorian bunker here. I'm on lego.com looking at these pictures, but I guess it's not here, but there is an image floating around showing these two sets combined, so you can absolutely combine them together. It's really cool that that is the way things panned out. It's not too often that you get 2 LEGO Star Wars sets that can literally attach in a meaningful way like this, so I think that's really awesome. We we knew the door would open. I thought it would slide. It does actually raise up. There's definitely a mechanism that will hold it open. Getting into the figures, I believe the Paz Vizsla is exactly the same as the Paz Vizsla that we saw in the Armor's Forge from a few years ago, just with a different weapon, but the figure is the exact same. I'm a bit mixed on the Praetorian Guards. I think they really could have benefited from using the like dress skirt piece like some of the other Praetorian Guards. I think Praetorian Guards with legs look weird, partially because the first Praetorian Guards used that dress skirt piece, so that's just kind of what I'm used to. But I think that would have made these figures look better to me. But like still having the new helmet, all the prints look really good. Like they did a really good job with them. It just comes down to that bottom part usage. I think that kind of sways it for me. And then finally we get the Moff Gideon, and there's been some questions on him. So we have a great new helmet. Once again, Lego Star Wars, 3 new helmets from 2 Mandalorian sets is amazing. They look so good across the board here. But this Moff Gideon helmet is fantastic. The whole figure looks great. He's got a jetpack, and then people are noticing he doesn't have a cape. In the 2021 Imperial Light Cruiser, he had a fantastic cape. It's double-sided with red on the inside, black on the outside, and they didn't include it here. And so I wish it was included, obviously, but I think the only fair reason they didn't include it is because they gave him his jetpack. And so with a jetpack, you can't also have the cape on at the same time. So I think that's why they didn't include the cape. But at the same time, they could have included it and you could just switch it out as you please. I know his cape obviously now is only in the one set that's long retired in the Light Cruiser, and it's on Bricklink. It's like $4 right now. If you want one, buy one. Don't wait for it. You know, people are going to go out there and buy them up real fast. So I like, honestly, as you're watching this video, I would, if you plan on getting this set and you wanted a cape for this Moff Gideon, go get a cape. Stop waiting. Anyway, those are the 5 sets, with 4 of them releasing on June 1st and the Advent Calendar releasing on September 1st. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comment section below. Hit the like if you enjoyed, and I'll have reviews of these as soon as possible, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss my thoughts on these when I have them in hand. See ya.